So, coming back from Tribal, I'm very pleased. Dave went home. I wanted Dave gone because of how much of a threat he poses. I still have an idol, and I've got a four-person alliance, hopefully, with me, Phoebe, Carl, and Steve. Hopefully we can take Liz out. There might be a tribe swap coming, but I'm confident because I have the idol. So I'm in a good position right now. Okay, thank you, you two. So, is this a good four? Yep, yep, yep. So we just take Liz. We might have a tribe swap, but I think we'll be fine. So I'm controlling the game, and I still am. I mean, Jim and Phoebe are in a good position. I like them. They seem to have good game sense. But me and Carl, if he's still willing to work with me, have still got Liz as a number. I mean, obviously I want to stick with numbers. I mean, 4 is much more powerful than 3, but Liz will be easier to manipulate than the other two because the other two will probably stick together. Well, I can probably make Liz do whatever I want. So yes, I'm gonna have to try and keep my eyes open. So how do you feel? What do you mean? Well, working with Jim and Phoebe. I mean, I trust them. Why are you thinking of flipping? Not particularly, but I just think those two are dangerous together. I mean, I like sticking with the numbers, but Liz can be easy to manipulate. I understand that, but I'm just thinking, like, it doesn't really make sense. I know that, but if we don't swap, Liz is gonna need us, so we've got options. We're in a very powerful position. So Steve is like, hey, we're in a pretty good position. We've got power. We can flip if we want to. I think he's still willing to work with Jim and Phoebe, but if he isn't, I don't know if I'll flip. As much as I like him, I need to play my game, and I trust him, but realistically, I think I'm playing more his game than my individual game. And it's confusing, but I feel like I haven't been playing the game I want to play, and I can trust him, but for how long? Like, if he's willing to flip and make big moves, he just becomes like a bootleg Dave, and then I don't really want that around. Okay, first things first, Tiwaka getting your first look at the new Te'ika tribe. Dave, voted out at last night's tribal council. Okay, drop your buffs. We're switching tribes. A tribe swap is honestly perfect for me. It allows me to move on in my game, make some new allies, throw my original tribe under the bus. Don't really care about them very much. I'm glad I made it to this stage because now you're really starting to get involved. And I think at the beginning of the game, you're just trying to introduce yourself. Now you're starting to play a little bit more strategic. And I feel like this could be a really good thing for me to move forward. Okay, on the new Te'ika from original Te'ika, we have Liz, Jim, and Phoebe. And from original Tiwaka, we have Mike, Lindsay, and Ned. On the new Tiwaka tribe from original Tiwaka, we have Sarah, Lucas, Marjorie, and Lena. And from original Te'ika, we have Steve and Carl. Okay, head to your new tribes, and I'll see you for the first immunity challenge as your new tribes. Okay, welcome to our new camp. Oh, interesting. I've got a problem with your shelter. What do you mean? Doesn't look very stable. If you wanna like reconstruct it, I can help you with that. Sure. So we get to a tribe swap, and it's an opportunity to make new allies. I mean, you could potentially say that Mike's my ally, although we did just work with each other with a vote. I don't know how much I trust him. I don't know if he's willing to work with me or the others on the other tribe. I don't know how much he trusts me, but I need to make a good first impressions so people like me and want to keep me around. Yeah, just like this. Hey man, I really like you. You want to like go for a talk? Okay. So, hear me out. I think the two of us and then whoever you've got on your side could be a good alliance, because I've got Mike. There could be a close 4 or 5 or whatever amount of numbers you've got. Yeah, I'm not really working with Liz, but I've got Phoebe. Perfect, that's 4 people. If we go to tribal twice, we just take out Lindsay and then Liz. I mean, I don't really trust Lindsay. I don't really like Liz. See? It's a perfect plan. I mean, I don't know how much I can trust Ned. I know he's playing very aggressively. I just voted out somebody who was playing aggressively. I don't really know if I want to work with those characteristics. He might be a person I have to watch out for. Hey guys, I really want to talk to you. About what? What about those two? They're kind of like controlling everything, so they're big threats. You can't really trust them because they're like a power duo. I think the four of us should team up to take them out. If we do lose twice or if we lose once, it doesn't matter. We just need to take one of them or both of them out. Interesting. Well, I'm fine with that. Yeah, I'm fine with it. Okay, I'll think about it. So we get to the tribe swap, and I've been swapped onto a tribe with two people I really have nothing to. I really don't really care about. I mean, Lindsay, me and her really don't really get on the same page. I didn't really work with her, so she has reason to not like me. Ned, I don't really trust him. I know we worked with each other, but me and him have nothing in common at all. And so I think if the three of us are willing to work with Liz, I might as well just go along with the flow. So what did you think of that? I find it very interesting. Well, I don't know about you two, but you know, I don't really trust you guys. But at the same time, if Liz is speaking some truth, I'm willing to put our differences aside to take those two out, because if they are very powerful, I think that's best. Should we just go along with the flow? I think that's best for now. So, my only ally in the game is on a different tribe from me from this tribe swap, and I don't know how close Mike and Ned are. They could be potentially trying to plot to get me out because, well, I don't really contribute to any of their games, and I'm on like the wrong side of their numbers and stuff. But if the three of us are willing to work with Liz, I don't really mind going along with the flow. I don't really have anything to contribute to Phoebe and Jim. I could go up and talk to them, but I think that's just... I mean, I could try, but like at the same time, I could just go along with the flow, and I think that would be easier to get myself to the merge. So I may have talked to Jim. About what? Well, he's very close with Phoebe, and I was just thinking, I don't know how close we are, but if we work together with those two, it could be a strong four. And I don't know, once we get to the merge, we could potentially rally anybody else the two of them have got close to them, and that could be a strong alliance. I mean, I like the fact that you're thinking long term, but at the same time, if Liz is speaking some truth, I don't really want to play with Jim and Phoebe because of how just dominant they would be. Because if power duos do go a long way in this game, don't forget that. Yeah, but we can't really make assumptions. Exactly, so I think we've got a bit of snooping to do. I really like the position I'm in. I've got an opportunity to work with Mike, Jim and Phoebe and take out Liz and Lindsay, or I've got the opportunity to work with Mike, Lindsay and Liz and take out Jim and Phoebe. I mean, at this rate, I'm definitely, well, hopefully guaranteed merge. And, you know, I've got some options I can come up with. It's just a matter of fact on who I feel better working with. Lindsay and Liz don't really trust him. Jim and Phoebe, they could be dominant, and I don't really want to work with that. So I've got some options. So this is our camp. Nice to be here. So right now my game plan is to lay low. I mean, I've got my sore ribs thing going on, so I don't want to hurt them anymore. But I feel like I'm in a comfortable position where I shouldn't be targeted. So I want to just get to the merge, and then once I get there, probably just hit it hard, winning challenges, try to make big moves and stuff. But I need to make it to the merge to actually do those things. So just to lay low is my plan at the moment. So what was your tribe like? Well, we were in a comfortable position. We were kind of like in the middle. Why? Well, I'm on the bottom. I have no allies here, so I was thinking maybe the three of us should work together. Well, I guess if we don't, we're just gonna get taken out, so makes sense. Yeah. So I'm in a bad position. I'm on the bottom. My allies on a different tribe from me, so I need to, you know, make some stuff happen. I do have an idol, but it's best if I just see how long I can hold on for it, really. And I feel like if I work with Steve and Carl, you know, that might help me, and I need them to work with me, and, well, 3v3 helps, but I still need to flip to somebody else. I don't really know who that's going to be. I don't have any connections with Lucas, neither Marjorie, but I guess Sarah's my best option at the moment. So me and Carl get the unfortunate, well, problem of going into the swap in a minority. And that doesn't help us. That doesn't help me especially. If Lena's genuine, then that gives me a little bit more hope. But I think it's best for me and Carl to just see what we can do. Maybe I'll try and get other people to work for me. Um, and I'll just try and use my excellent people reading skills to my advantage. I've been meaning to talk to you lately. About what? So, the move me and Lindsay made was purely strategic, okay? I'll admit it. It was a dumb move by my part if it pulled off. Yes, I'll be honest, we probably won't be having this discussion, but I'm saying, right now I'm desperate, okay? I'm desperate for allies, I'm desperate for numbers. Why don't just trust me? We were friends. I'm admitting that was a stupid move by my part, and I'll never do it again. I'll know you do it again because there'll come a point where it will come up, but you're right. You are desperate, and it could be beneficial to my game. All I'm saying is I don't 100% trust you anymore. I'm fine with that. I just need you to consider it. Okay. I don't trust Lena, but you know, if she is speaking truth, which I don't believe she is, but I will give her the satisfactory of, well, thinking about it, then maybe I can work with her. I mean, it might be simpler just trying to get the two outsiders from the original Ika tribe onto our side, as that's more numbers, but Lena, I know more than those two, so at least she'll be more predictable. Can I have a word with you? Sure. So, I know you probably don't trust Lena. No. How do you know what I was about to say? I know from the beginning of that sentence that Lena's talked to you about something, and whatever she said, don't go through with it. All I'm saying is that we have two options. We've got three. We can either go and try and get Lena, who's desperate for allies right now, or we can take the two outsiders. Now, the two outsiders gives us more numbers, but at least Lena is desperate, and we know, and she's a bit more predictable. No, she's not. I mean, I guess we don't really know what the other two are thinking of, and I guess you're right about Lena being predictable, but more predictable. But at the same time, Lena's a loose cannon. She has proven once already that she's willing to flip, and I don't know if we should work with that. So the bottom line of this alliance we have is there's three of us: me, Lucas, and Sarah. Lucas is kind of the buff guy, making sure we have the immunity wins and stuff on our side, so when we don't need to go to tribal or something, we don't need to, because he's able to win it for us. Right now, his power is kind of limited. Sarah is the sweet young lady who's good at manipulating people, and I'm the sensible, rational one. And rational thinking is, yeah, to not trust Lena. But if it comes down to it, Sarah, on the other hand, she could speak a bit of truth, and when it comes down to it, maybe we do have to work with Lena. But right now, I just believe there's better options. So all I'm just thinking is, like me and her used to be good friends, and I just don't want a friendship like that to go to waste. Well, all I can say is that we do need numbers, so just go with what your heart says, or what you think's the best for the game. Hey, can I talk to you two real quick? Sure. So, just out of interest, how's the game gone for you two? Well, pretty good. Then it got a bit rough, bruised my ribs, but you know, they're healing. That's unfortunate. The game's going alright, but I'm kind of in a predicament. What do you mean? Well, it's just like trust issues and stuff. I know that feeling. But I just need to let you guys know you can trust me. I'm a very easily approachable person, so you can talk to me if you need. It's good to know. Yeah, good chat. So I don't really know if I can 100% trust Steve. So I've got kind of a big decision to make. I trust Sarah the most out of anybody here right now. I want to try and make our bond stronger, if that makes sense. Steve could be somebody I can see myself working with. I mean, I don't know how much I can trust him. He's just joined our tribe today, but the only way to trust somebody is to get to know them. So I'm gonna do a lot of getting to know people quite a bit in this game. So Jim and Phoebe on the other tribe, and from my original tribe, were working really well together. They're two people you can really get along with working with and try and make big moves from, but Jim and Phoebe are very dominant. Well, these two, I don't know really where they sit, that's why I need to get to know them better, but Sarah and Lucas seem to be those two people, and they're two people where I reckon if I want to make a move, they won't be scared to do the move either, and I can respect that, and they need that going deeper into the game like the merge. If I want to take control and make big, powerful moves, I need people that are willing to do that, and I think if I can either manipulate Sarah or Lucas to do that, or they're already willing to do that, I think that's amazing for my game. Are you ready to get to your first challenge as new tribes? Yeah. Okay, for today's challenge, you're going to hold up a block each. If you can't hold on for the block much longer, you must hand it off to another member of your tribe. The first tribe to drop one block will lose, and will be seeing me at Tribal Council. Okay, I'll give you guys a moment to strategize, and we'll get started. Okay, everybody is in position, and this challenge is on. Don't make any mistakes. These blocks are heavy. Fatigue will set in quickly. Everybody is holding on strong. Although this is a challenge of strength, you still have to think strategically. You don't want to hold on to your block for too long if you can't, but you don't want to give your block too many blocks to one member, as it could end up with them dropping it. Guys, I can't do this much longer. How much longer do you think you've got? Maybe 5 minutes? After 5 minutes, give your block to me. Ooh, Marjorie hands her block to Carl. She's out of this challenge. She cannot rejoin. So far, it is Teika with all 6 of their members going strong. Te Waka have 5 members, but Carl is having to hold up 2 blocks. How long does he have? Guys, I don't think I can do this. Okay, give your block to me. Liz gives her block to Ned. She's out of this challenge now. Both tribes have 5 members each. One member has got 2 blocks. It's heavy. Is your arm sore? A little bit. Why don't you transfer some of that block to me? Okay. Te Waka are doing a very tricky maneuver. This could cost them. Ooh, Lucas is able to get the block from Carl, giving his arm a bit of a break. Hey guys, my arm's about to give way. Alright, give your block to Phoebe. Yeah, bring it here, Mike. Phoebe is taking Steve's block. Meanwhile, Steve is giving his block to Lena. Do you think you can carry it? Yep, trust me. Both tribes are down to 4. Dude, you want to swap again? How's your arm feeling? Good, I can do it. Yeah, it's just my ribs. Okay, cool, just pass it over. Te Waka are once again transferring blocks between 2 players. Carl has 2 blocks. Te Waka are playing strategically, but that means that Lucas and Carl and Lena will all be carrying 2 blocks at some point. This could be pretty bad. Nah, guys, I can't do this much longer. Alright, just hand it to me. Lindsay gives her block to Jim. Guys, I don't know how much longer I've got. How are you feeling? I can do a block. How's it here? Sarah gives her block to Lucas. Meanwhile, Jim has transferred his block to another hand. Why have you done that, Jim? Hand cramp, Jeff. Well, you've got to dig deep. Everybody from both tribes are holding 2 blocks each. We have 3 people left. We have been going for 2 hours now. Ned, you've been holding that block for about an hour and a half. How do you feel? Pretty damn sore. Ooh, pretty damn sore was right. Ned drops the 2 blocks, meaning Te Waka wins immunity and is safe from the vote. Congratulations, Te Waka, on winning immunity. You are safe from the vote. As for Te Ika, Tribal Council tonight, where somebody will be the 5th person voted out for this game. Alright, grab your stuff, head back to camp. I'll see you guys tonight. So, I had this strategy going into that we had our weakest members around our strongest members. so it was easier to transfer the blocks, but at the same time me and Carl were transferring that block, so one of us didn't have to hold the block for very long, while Ned on the other hand had to hold that block, 2 blocks up for a very, very long time, while me and Carl had like a little break. So yeah, I think strategically we were better, and so it just proves that, you know, you can be as big and strong as you want, you've got to be smart as well. Sorry about that, guys. It's okay. Yeah, what actually happened? Well, I was holding that up for a long time. Arms got sore, a little cramp, you know, just dropped. It's all good, it lasted a long time. As much as I feel like I am in a comfortable position, I could be targeted at this tribal council, not because I dropped the block, because of how long I had 2 blocks for. I had it up for about an hour and a half, so I definitely am probably one of the strongest people here, if not the strongest. And it could be a reason why I get targeted. So Ned, you're in an alliance with Mike? Yep, here he is. Hey guys. Okay, so I think the 4 of us should target Liz. Yeah, we just think she's like, well, we know she's very, well, open-minded and a bit, well, she's not a very nice person, and she's a bit of a loose cannon. So you want to take her out because of that? Yeah, and she's not really in anybody's alliance, she's a loner as well, so we just think it's strategic to take her out. So I'm nervous going into tonight's tribal. I know Jim has a lot of faith in Mike and Ned. I don't trust them, haven't really met them before. As far as I'm concerned, there could be an opportunity for them to, you know, make a big move or something, or just not really want to work with us. And I just need to make sure Jim's alert, and if the time comes, and it might be tonight to play the idol, I need to make sure he's willing to play. Okay, I know you trust them and all, but there might have to come a point tonight where you consider playing the idol. Why? Well, we don't know what these 2 could be thinking. I know Ned's open to making the move, but, you know, Ned could be also, you know, how much do you really just trust Ned? Not really, I mean, but I have to do something. We have the idol. We just need to make sure if things do go south tonight that you are considering playing the idol. I'm always considering it. But how do we know, like, how to play it or who to play it for? We spy on them? Well, I mean, we can, but at the same time, if they don't come and talk to us before tribal starts, that's going to be a red flag, right? Maybe you're right. So if they don't come and talk to us, we need to know we kind of should consider playing it. But who do we play it for? Well, who do you think's the biggest threat out of the 2 of us? Who do you think Liz would most likely want to go for? Probably me. Exactly, because you were the target last time. Dave said you were a bigger threat than me, so she'll be wanting to come after you. So if we do consider that they're not going to work with us, I play the idol for me. I think that's the idea, yeah? But hopefully we don't have to go down to that. I get the concern. I mean, I don't know how much I do trust Ned. I don't trust Mike one bit. I haven't had anything really to do with him. It's a bit of like a stupid move by my heart to just put faith in these guys. But realistically, if Liz is going to target anybody, it's probably going to be me. I'll take that risk. I just hope that she isn't really playing a fast one on me. At the same time, I don't know if Mike and Ned are willing to work with us. The best way to figure that out is to just, if they don't, is to just see if they come and talk to us or not before tribal. If they don't, that's a red flag for me. But otherwise, we'll just see what happens. Hopefully I don't have to play it, but if I do, I won't hesitate. So the 4 of us good taking out Jim? Yeah. Yep. I've got a crazy hypothetical here. What if he has the idol? Oh, good point, I didn't think about that. How do we know if he's got the idol? I could go and ask. What do you mean? Well, here's the thing. If I go up and ask, he kind of trusts me the most, and maybe I can, if he shows me, then, you know, I'll know. If he doesn't, then maybe we can just put all 4 votes on him, but, you know, we get nowhere if we don't ask. I mean, I guess that's true. So, yeah, I guess you can, because he probably trusts you the most. Yes, the idol didn't really jump into my mind. I mean, Dave did tell me that he had looked for it once, and that made me a bit nervous, but it hasn't really popped into my mind at all ever since that. Hopefully he hasn't found it, although he hasn't continued to look. So potentially he has looked before and hasn't found it, so he just gave up. Hopefully he doesn't have it. If he does, then I suppose we just split the vote. The two of them will vote for me, two of us will vote for Phoebe, two of us will vote for Jim, and then the three others will just take out Phoebe. And I'll be okay with that. Hey, you wanna talk about? Well, so, back at my camp, I found the clue to my idol. I didn't really find it. Do you guys have a clue or an idol? Why? Build trust? No. Okay, just needed to know. It's still Liz, by the way, okay? Me and Mike are gonna do it. Okay, good to know. Well, that was weird. I don't know. Do we trust him now because he came and talked to us before tribal? No. I still think we should consider it. Why? Well, here's the thing. He came by himself. If he came with Mike, it may have been a little bit more believable. But that's really not the only thing. He asked about my idol. Now, potentially he could have asked about it because he's forming a different plan. And plus, I've only known him for 3 days, right? You know, that's not enough time to build a connection. True, good point. Also, when you think about it, if I do play the idol, and he knows it, and he knew about it, and he is forming an alliance with the other 4, then they just split the vote. Put 2 on me, 2 on you. We put our 2 votes on Liz. It's between you and Liz and the revote, and the 3 of them just vote you out. True, good point. But do you think he could have been, like, telling the truth, that he actually just wanted to build trust? Yeah, at the same time, that could be a fact. I've seen nothing in his gameplay that could suggest he's a villain. So he could be telling the truth. And that's the problem, like, I don't know who to trust. Yeah, it's a crazy game. So I think the only thing I can really, like, say with confidence is that Liz is probably coming for me and she's trying to build an alliance. Now, my assumption is they are actually, the 4 of them are actually going to try and take me out. So I should play the idol. But at the same time, I've seen nothing in Ned's game that the fact that he wouldn't be trying to get me to show me my idol for him to trust me, you know? And I honestly like Ned, and I think I can kind of see the way he's playing the game, and I want to trust him. But it's hard. It's just difficult. Like, a lot of things are going through my mind right now. So he doesn't have it, apparently. Well, he could be lying. Yeah, but I trust him. I don't know how much he trusts me, but I trust him. Okay, so we just put 4 votes on Jim. Yeah, Jim it is. Hey Mike, can I talk to you for a second? Sure. So are we 100% on working with Liz and Lindsay? I mean, at the moment, I think it's my best option. I don't know about you. I don't trust Jim or Phoebe 100%. Don't really know them. Don't really care about them. I mean, I'm willing to know them, but right now, Lindsay's the only, like, I don't want to really know. Liz, you know, I don't really like the 2 of them, but I suppose I'm just going to do it, you know. Yeah, I understand that. Just get through tonight's vote. I mean, from what we heard from Liz, Jim and Phoebe could be potential big threats later on. Exactly. And I'm willing to take that chance. Okay. All I'm saying is that we could have a good alliance with Jim and Phoebe. Yeah, that does make sense as well. I mean, we shouldn't rule it out. We could potentially still work with them to take Liz out. But I don't really know. I think we should just stick with Liz and Lindsay. Okay, don't get me wrong. In any other circumstances, I would try and make friends with Phoebe and Jim, but I'm not in a comfortable position. I'm with nobody on this tribe that I particularly like. Ned's the closest thing, and I don't fully trust Ned. So what do I think? I honestly don't know. My main idea is to just go with the easy vote, take Jim out. If he doesn't have an idol, that's cut and clean. Otherwise, we could try and make a big move and take Liz out, which probably wouldn't be the biggest move because I don't know how big of a player Liz really is. But at the moment, I'm thinking I'm just going to stick with the easy vote. Welcome to Eager to Tribal Council. Okay, Mike, tribe swap happens. How do you feel about it? Honestly, could have been better, you know? I'm not in a comfortable position. I probably would have preferred to be on my original tribe. I don't really want to take anything away from this group, but that's just the facts. Phoebe, do you think Mike's speech there was justified or a bit rude? Justified differently. In this game, it's a bit confusing because you could have had, well, from the tribe swap, could have broken up alliances or duos that you had. Exactly. Liz, tribe swap happens. Does that change your strategic thinking tonight? Not really. I mean, I'm not in a comfortable position. I'm not anywhere near the top. I'm not a dangerous player, not a big player. I'm really on my own. And I'm like, really need numbers. And that's what I want to tell this group. I'm not a dangerous player. So when you vote tonight, take that into consideration. You know, I know for a fact I could be going home, but I'm not a dangerous player, so I wouldn't vote me out. Ned, Liz is literally saying that she's not a dangerous player and she can be used as a number. How does that make you feel? Yeah, it definitely can be used in consideration when voting tonight. And I will use it in consideration when voting tonight. Lindsay, Mike, does Ned saying that make you feel worried? Not really. You know, I don't know where I fit into this group, to be honest, Jeff. But honestly, what Ned's thinking doesn't really worry me at all. Okay, well, with that, it is time to vote. Lindsay, you'll start us off. Jim, this is revenge for taking out Dave. Well, I respect your gameplay. I hope you go home tonight. I can honestly say I'm proud of the way I played this game. Can you? I'll tell you the votes. If anybody has a hidden immunity idol and you'd like to play it, now will be the time to do so. No? Okay, Jeff? Actually, I'll go for it. I'm sitting here twiddling my thumbs and I'm thinking, do I play it? I'm gonna play it. I'm playing it for me tonight. This is a hidden immunity idol. Any votes cast for Jim will not count. I'll read the votes. First vote, Jim. Does not count. Second vote, Jim. Does not count. That's 2 votes Jim, none of them count. 4 votes left. Third vote, Jim. That's 3 votes Jim, none of them count. Fourth vote, Jim. That's 4 votes Jim, none of them count. 2 votes left. Fifth vote, Liz. That's 1 vote Liz. Sixth vote, and the 5th person voted out of Survivor New Zealand, Liz. Liz, that's 2. That's enough for tonight. I'll need you to bring me your torch. Liz, the tribe has spoken. It's time for you to go. Well, it's your first tribal council as a new tribe, and you've already had an idol being played. We know how much power the idol had last time, but this time the game is different. The idol is back in play, so keep an eye out for it. Grab your torches, we're back to camp. Good night. Well, I had all the power in the palm of my hands in that tribal, and it should have worked. But of course Jim had the idol.
I mean, there's nothing I really can do about it now. I mean, Jim obviously lied to Ned, or Ned obviously lied to us. I don't see why Ned would have done that, and I don't think he did anyway. So, yeah, Jim, that was an incredible job because, well, he fooled us.
I'm honestly still in shock. I mean, hats off to Jim, he had a good move, and I can respect that.